From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And for all the collegiate success he had, highest passer efficiency rating by a mile, he's a guy who's had his share of detractors at the professional level. But I do like his poise, I do like his moxie, and I love his accuracy.
Tua now on first down. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 63 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Sliding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, he finds his target, Beckham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they weren't successful.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Jones. They'll roll him out right. Hunter Henry brings it in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where...
Now Brian Flores is going to take a chance here as he'll throw the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throwing Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Here's second and 2 now from the 3. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down now, it's McKinney, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Dancing to his left. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is,
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Space to run past the 20. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Tua now on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, Jones. Open man is born. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Out right to Bourne. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. A final shot before break. Jones. It's caught at the 1. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. As time expires in the 1st half. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Good games all over the screen there, one being at MetLife Stadium. A big one for the Jets as they'll take on the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Carolina Panthers. And one more to highlight, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth 1st half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half?
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll run on 1st down. McKinney, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKinney. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A nice little juke, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that'll set him back 5. Now Tua. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete on the deep ball. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. But he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Miami. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It's complete to Watt. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Pats at the line, ready to go. On 1st down, it's McKinney. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinney, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones on 3rd down. Quick completion to Henry. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run on first down. It's McKinney. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On second down, it's McKinney. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Tua sets up to pass it. It's complete to Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Jones throwing on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. Touchdown! Kendrick Bourne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Well, time, I mean, it's certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Mac Jones.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point attempt to come here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Pats, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the
today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something that's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. On 3rd down, McKinney. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Pats, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they'll run on first down with Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Colin Kaepernick, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Right back to him on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 7-7, our score after 1. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run got a couple, here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. He finds his man complete. That's McKinnon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 67 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way you can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
On first down, Jefferson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown pass in that first half. Next, we'll stay in the AFC North as we head to Heinz Field to check on the Steelers. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Braxton Berrios, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Colts locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half?
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Patriots to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKinney, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake. Jones. This is Smith with the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now Jones off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Touchdown! His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Kaepernick. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Chris Jones now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. The lead is theirs here in the 3rd quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible. I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 29. 147 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's McKinney. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, McKinney. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They run for it with Harris, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKinney, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Lions offense set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Kaepernick now on 1st down. It's caught outright by Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Kaepernick going to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Judon showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Smith with a first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Kaepernick. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Here's 2nd and 10. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for New England, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for